Yo, what's going on, guys? Keith from Black Quarterback Series. A little bit of a different video. Not much to talk about this week. In the world of sports and football, anything. If anything changes, I'm recording this on Monday. If anything changes by Wednesday, it'll definitely be a part of this video. So let's get into it. So first off, shout out to Angel Reese, triple double, trademarking me bounds, hilarious. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video. If I was the commissioner of the NFL. If I was the commissioner of the NFL. The video is going to be called If I Was the Commissioner. So the overall premise of if I was, I forgot his name. Oh, man. Completely losing his name. I had his name and I just lost him. If I was the commissioner, I forgot his name. What would I do to better the NFL? And there's a few things. So this is going to be a little bit much more casual than I normally would do it. But one of my biggest things is hiring your own refs. It was a thing where these refs are more or less volunteers and they're college refs, they're high school refs. We need 24/7 NFL refs, former XFL refs. Like, we need NFL refs. We need refs that are strictly the NFL refs. They don't do nothing else but ref NFL games. That way, you can teach them the game. They can be engrossed in the game. We need a feeder system. We need a feeder system to where we can upgrade refs and downgrade refs. We need a feeder system so we can have better refereeing. That might go into the NBA as well, because I'm also going to do the NFL, the NBA at the end. But we need better refing in general, like across leagues, right? So better refs. That's number one. Number two, I was expand challenges. Joe Klatt did an excellent job of talking about this. If I can find the video and it don't get copyrighted, I'm gonna put it here. But essentially, the UFL, the United Football League, the Battlehawks League. I guess shout out to the DC Defenders. They beat my Battlehawks. The Battlehawks had the game in St. Louis and they couldn't get there. Just, quarterback play has always been a detriment for St. Louis Rams teams. But I digress. Like, I didn't talk about it this season because it didn't seem like there was a large market for people who watch me to want to see that. You know, if you want to see it, let me know and I'll cover it more in depth next season. Don't forget to subscribe either. I need to start saying subscribe to the channel. We're going to be rocking all summer. I'm looking forward to season 6 or 7 of Black Quarterback Series. We got a lot new. We got a lot more newer players. We going with the old. Check me out. I'm gonna be here all season. But the UFL has a thing where you can challenge anything once. I think the NFL should implement that. Challenge anything once. But the refs also have to allow you to challenge it because the refs have an ego problem. And if they say something is pass interference, and then you go and look at it and it's clearly pass interference, but because your ref got an ego, they're not gonna want to recall it. So there has to be a better relationship with the refs and everything. Really, honestly, take what the UFL is doing as far as their reffing system and put it in the NFL. I'm gonna just say that flat out. They have some of the best reffing system I've seen in a sports league. You get to see how they call it. The refs have mics on them so you can hear why they called it. You get to go into the war room as they talk about challenges. Like, if you've never watched a UFL game, please go look at a UFL game or just Google NFL UFL ref something. It is like it's the best version of football reffing you'll see. It's brilliant. So that's essentially what better reffing, expanding the challenges. Being able to flex more games. I know you can only flex games, and they might have talked about this in the collective bargaining agreement, but being able to flex games past or before week 8, I think it's week 8 or week 7, and being able to do it more. If I know, for a sake of argument, if I know the Baltimore Ravens are in a playoff chase with the Cincinnati Bengals, that should be the primetime game, regardless of regardless of what I want. And I know the league want to push narratives, so they're going to put Josh Allen against Kansas City for the umpteenth time at 4 o'clock. But if there's a big game regardless of who's playing, put the game there. Put the game there. Like, for example, even though it ended up not being that good of a game, Baltimore versus the Commanders should have been a primetime game. Even if the game wasn't that good, the names and what Jaden Daniels was doing last season, and like that should have been a primetime game, a divisional matchup that could determine playoff seeding. It might be early in the season, but that might be something we need to watch. Like, it's not even just for black quarterbacks, just for the league in general. Like, also, I'm probably gonna talk about these interchangeably. The NBA has that huge problem as well. We shouldn't have to had to beg for Oklahoma City to be on national TV. They should have already been on national TV because they won 60 games. Like, that should have already been the case, but I digress. So, and the big one, and the really, really big one, is Sunday Ticket. Being able to, Sunday Ticket should be a team-based thing. If you don't know what Sunday Ticket is, Sunday Ticket is essentially you pay $300-$400 and you can watch any game in any market anytime, right? And it's through YouTube TV now. But the problem with that, you have to buy the whole package and get every game in order to buy it. Now, there was some legal stuff going on about this. The NFL obviously not going to talk about it. I think they lost a lot of money. If I can find the article, I'll post it. But y'all know how the NFL do. They probably scrub this from the record. But if you should be able to pay $100, hell, $200 to watch your team all year. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. I should be able to pay $200 to watch every Baltimore Ravens game exclusively. I shouldn't have to buy the whole package to watch Baltimore Ravens football every Sunday. You see what I'm saying? So, like, it's such a money grab that it's ridiculous. It's a terrible format. It's such a bad format. And a little secret, guys, if you want to watch some of these games that are not exclusive to Netflix, like the Amazon games and pretty much the Amazon games, but all the other games other than Netflix games, and you can watch them on Twitch and you can watch them on the NFL website itself, NFL.com, if you have Prime. Well, not Prime. If you have NFL Plus, you can watch those games strictly on the NFL app. So you don't need Amazon Prime to watch those games. Just saying, I don't know if you guys knew that, but excuse me. That's how I watched some of those games when I was on my way home from work. I watched them through the NFL app because I had NFL Plus. So, but yeah, I wouldn't change anything about the playoff format. I wouldn't really change anything about the Super Bowl format. I wouldn't change anything about player safety at this point because I think it might be a little bit overbounds. I might think about changing the way that the kickoffs are. I might put them back to the way they are. Because, yeah, the kickoffs are cool, but we don't get returns. I grew up with Devin Hester. You're not going to see Devin Hesters anymore, or even a guy that played in the XFL, who played for Dallas now. You're not going to really see that anymore. But I get it, it's player safety, blah, blah, blah. That's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you would do if you're the commissioner of any leagues. I doubt I have any soccer fans that are watching. But if you were commissioner MLS or any other soccer leagues, let me know what you do. I want to learn about soccer. I might move one day. Who knows? So let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you guys next week unless something crazy happens throughout the week. Peace.